Greetings from the Second Age of Reason. We're here from my day of visiting Independence Hall, Philadelphia. It was a very nice experience getting to see the Liberty Bell. I did not get into Independence Hall because the tickets were all sold out. I got there at 1 or 2 in the afternoon. As early as that was, all the tickets were gone. Apparently, independence is being rationed because there didn't seem to be a very long line to get into the building. I did get one souvenir, and the souvenir is a little newspaper I found on the streets of Philadelphia. Yeah, let's have a gander of this. It's Occupy Philly, Stories from the 10th City, and it has kind of a picture of a guy with a mask on, and if you look closely, it's actually supposed to be Ben Franklin. And they're not about him on this little trip, too, because they had tour guides talking about him all over the place. Apparently, it's right near where he lived. So, that was one thing. That's Ben Franklin, the Occupy movement. But most of the point is the newspaper today had an article about the population growth and what should be done about it, or what does it mean, where is it going. And some people might say, oh no, the world's going to come to an end in the population growth, or oh no, we're going to use technology and invent our way out of this problem. It's worked for us in the past. And every viewpoint has some merit and some folly to it, and so they discuss that issue a little bit. And then I look at the editorial comments, and there's a lot of flakes and trolls, and usually when I see that, I have to become one as well, and I put out my little bit in the editorial too regarding population growth, because I've given it some thought as well. And when I've been invited to put up Davos videos, I've used that as one of my topics too. And because some people say, well, you shouldn't, hinder people. I mean, they should just have, whatever they want to do is fine. But there are consequences to things moving into the future. So here is my response to this editorial, and it goes kind of contrary to what some of the other responses are, but somebody has to not be a yes man, or somebody that can't just sit here and just make flaky comments all the time. So here's my response to population growth. In my lifetime, the Earth's population has doubled, maybe even more than doubled. At that rate, I calculate the population of the Earth hitting 1 trillion by 2350. Of course, that sounds preposterous, but it can happen because it's what history is teaching us. It's history and mathematics. You can calculate, and you come to the conclusion that the planet is finite. You can dig up some more oil. You can plant some more corn. You can cure more diseases. But you are racing to this brick wall of the finite, of no more. Should a family have 5 kids, 10 kids, 15 kids? Because if you think about that, you have to then confront the concept of growth. Or you can consider other concepts such as stasis or retraction, and each one has consequences. Growth is a very interesting thing. It's like its own high. But if you want growth to continue, you have to start planning and adjusting your incentives now. You absolutely must look at moving off this planet. planet Earth and start developing others. If you wait until the oil is gone, if you wait until the uranium is spent, if you wait until your crops have mutated into sterile, pest-resistant frankenfood, it's too late. It sounds crazy and sci-fi, I know. But that is where growth takes you. So you have to plan for it. On the other hand, if you look at the alternatives of stasis and contraction, they have their own logic to them. With that approach, you want to have the human species thrive and continue within the means the planet can support. So, if oil and coal deplete in 300 years, how will civilization cope? If you're only looking at the 1 to 300 year picture, you're doomed. Humanity will crash. The population will fall by 95%. And it will be like the year 800 all over again, and for a very long time, if not even longer. Once upon a time, in our generation, the stars whispered an invitation. And did we hear it? Or will future generations look up at the sky, and instead of seeing stars, they will see the cracks in the floor of heaven that will beckon the betrayed spirit of man to ascend by death's sweet release into the hands of the gods. Yes, it's gloomy, but we are building a future today. The question is, which one? Please rate and comment and suggest your future plans below. This is the time to decide. The Occupy movement, I think, senses this. I don't think they have exactly articulated it yet, but they will. And so, let's see what people have to say. So until later, we'll be seeing you. Come on, beam me up now. Come on. Beam me up.